Hikaru Nakamura resign in a winning position against Magnus Carlsen. How could that happen? Nakamura started the game with knight f3 with a flexible move, developing the knight and preparing for a ready King's Indian attack or other systems. Carlsen mirrors Nakamura's approach, developing the knight and keeping options open. This all the hypermodern concept of chess. The main idea is to develop the piece to control the center. Nakamura pushes g3, prepares to fianchetto the bishop, a common setup in hypermodern openings. Carlsen also plans a fianchetto in queenside, aiming for a solid but flexible structure, similar to the Queen's Indian defense. Both sides complete their fianchetto setups. The bishops exert long-range pressure on the central diagonals. Nakamura plays d3, opts for a slow, solid build-up rather than an early d4. Carlsen pushes c5, stakes a claim in the center, and prepares for possible d5 or knight c6. Nakamura establishes a classical pawn center with e4. Carlsen pushes d6, supports c5, and prepares a solid pawn structure. The game continues. Nakamura castles early for king safety, and Magnus pushes g6, prepares to fianchetto the other bishop, completing a double fianchetto. In this position, Nakamura plays knight to g5, a somewhat premature knight jump, hoping to provoke weaknesses and prepare to push f4. Magnus Carlsen responds with h6 to kick the knight, forcing it to retreat. After the knight retreats awkwardly in h3, Magnus Carlsen develops the knight naturally to c6, eyeing d4 and e5. Nakamura plays aggressively, aiming for a kingside attack. Carlsen pushes e6 to controls f5 and keeps the position solid. Nakamura plays c3, preparing to support d4, but also slightly weakens d3. Carlsen completes development, placing the bishop on its ideal square. White develops queen to e2. Carlsen castles into Nakamura's impending kingside attack, risky but playable. Nakamura continued the plan with g4, a sharp pawn storm, signaling Nakamura's aggressive intent. Carlsen counters with queenside expansion, ignoring Nakamura's kingside play for now. Nakamura pushes forward, forcing Carlsen's knight to retreat. Carlsen puts the knight to h7. The knight is passive here, but avoids immediate tactics. Pawn take pawn. Nakamura opens the g-file, hoping for an attack. Carlsen recaptures, keeping the bishop active. Nakamura brings the queen into the attack, eyeing g-file. Carlsen continues queenside counterplay, undermining c3. Nakamura shifts the queen to a more centralized attacking square. Pawn take pawn. Carlsen opens the b-file, creating counterplay. Nakamura recaptures, but the pawn structure is now looser. In this position, Carlsen starts to attack. Carlsen's bishop targets the weakened c4 and d3 squares. Nakamura develops the knight, but blocks the bishop. Carlsen puts the queen to a5. Carlsen's queen pressures c3 and ties Nakamura down. Therefore, Nakamura develops the bishop to protect the pawn, but it's a bit passive. After this move, black significantly win the position. The best move is queen b6 to attack the bishop. But Magnus Carlsen miss it. In this position, Magnus Carlsen plays queen b5. Carlsen's queen increases pressure on the bishop and the pawn. But Nakamura find the best move. He puts the knight to c4 to defend the bishop and block the attack to the pawn. Now, Carlsen is offering to trade the knight. Nakamura takes the knight, but it allows Carlsen's queen to infiltrate. Carlsen take the bishop and keeps strong pressure. Nakamura pushes c4 to protect the pawn. After that, Carlsen strikes in the center with e5. Nakamura refused to take the pawn. He pushes f5, attempt to open the kingside. Carlsen put the queen to d2, preparing to defend his kingside. Nakamura exchanges the pawn to open files. Carlsen recaptures. After that, queen capture the pawn. Nakamura's queen checks, but Carlsen's king escapes to h8. In this position, Nakamura set a little trap. He retreats the knight to attack the queen. If queen take pawn or escape in wrong square, then white will take black's bishop. So Carlsen's queen delivers a crushing check, forcing Nakamura's king to move. After Nakamura's king steps away to h1, Carlsen brings the rook into the attack with deadly threats. Therefore, Nakamura saved the queen to h5. Actually, this position is balance. But Magnus Carlsen make a mistake. Carlsen exchange sacrificed the rook for the bishop to break through. Nakamura takes the rook without any doubts. But now the king is exposed. Carlsen's rook checks, forcing the king to h1 again. After that, Carlsen's bishop retreats to attack the knight. Nakamura responds with a good move. Rook attack the queen and protect the knight. In this position, Carlsen saved the queen, and the same time Carlsen's queen threatens mate on g2. Nakamura tries to defend with the rook, but Carlsen's bishop attacked the rook and the queen. This position looks like black threatening checkmate, so Nakamura resign. This is what Nakamura may think. But actually this is a winning position for white, and Nakamura miss it. Maybe at that time, Nakamura think that he will get checkmate or lose the queen.